Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the new episode of Kitchen Talk. Y'all know me. My name is Sean Scott. I got my lovely cast. What's up with y'all?
Hey, welcome back.
As you can see, it may look a little different. I'm saying we still at the Hot Box Bistro. It may look a little different. We gonna get into that. You know, it just looks a little different, but you know, it's the same Kitchen Talk. You know, we come together, we talk about current topics, current events, music, sex, relationships. You know, the same conversations you have with your friends. Kitchen Talk is primarily just an informal discussion amongst peers, me and my friends, where we come and talk about stuff that affects us. So, with that being said, you know me, my name is Sean Scott, but everybody calls me handsome. You know, as I was saying earlier, we at a new venue. We are still at the Hot Box Bistro, but we are at a new venue. You know, bring on our chef. We got this beautiful food. Bring over Chef Keitha. You know what I'm saying? Chef Keitha, you know, let everybody know the new venue, what we're eating at this lovely table right now.
So like you said, we're at the new location, which is at 1919 Monroe Street. For y'all that are old enough, know that it used to be called the Blueprint Lounge. So we did change our menu a little bit from what we had on Erie Street. So this gentleman next to me is eating a 12-ounce ribeye steak. Niche has a 3-piece fish meal. Sean has a lamb chop dinner. And Miss Ashton over here, she didn't create her own thing. She has the Cajun pasta, but she added lamb chops on top of that.
What else did I add though, Keitha?
And a side of mac and cheese. So, before, you know, we never really had side dishes. We only had like fries and salad. But now we have greens, yams, mac and cheese. We don't carry any pork products in our establishment. We are now open on Sundays from 11 to 4 for brunch, and we definitely have $5 mimosas. So come down for that. But I'm just happy. We moved, and it's been great.
Yo, this shit good as fuck, too.
It is.
Yo,
This Cajun rice going in.
Man, listen.
We ready for the intermission.
So I want to thank Keitha for that good-ass meal. Y'all good?
Yes.
Listen, them lamb chops was on point, my guy.
And that
Them lamb chops was on point.
Steak, potatoes, hey, that was happening.
Great.
Facts. So y'all already know me, so I want to introduce my lovely cast. Go ahead, we gonna start to my right.
Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Ashton. Happy to be here.
Hey everybody, it's Niche. Welcome back.
What's going on again, y'all? Mike, we here.
We are here.
So y'all already know us. So we gonna get right back, you know, into conversation. A lot of people don't know, but May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we take probably about a month break in between shoots. So, you know, just wanted to you know, shoot the shit with y'all, see how y'all mental health is, you know, see where you are all mentally, you know, spiritually, emotionally, physically, what are some highs, what are some lows within like this little time that we took off between each other. I'll start it off. Where am I mentally? I'm all right mentally. I don't like to dwell on the negative. It's hard, like, mind you, my circle is very, very tight, and I don't have a lot of people within my circle. I'm an only child, so if I let you within my circle, that means I really, really trust you. But as far as mental health, like between men and real life expressing ourselves, I don't know about you, Mike, but as far as men, we really don't chop it up with each other to let each other know like really what's going on or how stuff really affects us, whether it's personally or if you see a friend going through something. So it's like mentally, I'm okay. I'm all right. Emotionally, this is probably like the lowest of emotions that I am right now. Like I have really nothing to be, I have things to be emotional about, but it's like my level of caring and patience is at an all-time low. Like I really don't have a time for bullshit right now. So that's like any people, persons, places, like I really don't have time for it. So it's like emotionally, this is probably like it's not like a bad thing, but emotionally, this is probably like the lowest that I really am right now. It'll probably change, you know, if I'm ever, you know, get involved with somebody, because I'm gonna have to be emotional then, but I don't really have a reason to be emotional now.
Before you do that, I recommend you get a platonic female
I have
close
them.
to you for that specific purpose. Like, I got the homies and we tight like that, like
Yeah.
brothers. But I know their worth and what they good. Like, they'll listen if I got to vent or go through it or something like that. But them not the ones. Because, you know what I'm saying? You know how they say kids are cruel? Them kids grow up and them adults be on, we be on some shit. So you keep females, platonic females though, like
None
no
you tryna
dealings,
smash.
like none of that energy. You keep some of them around. I personally have two off the top, like super close females to me that I'm platonic with that I could just bounce that type of shit off of. It definitely help. Like, well, and my lady, but don't get your lady first. That's the Titanic.
Dang, not
Yeah, I got you.
Straight up, I was about to say, get you some,
straight to the bottom.
get you some females, like companionship that's non-sexual, non-sensual, none of that. And then you could get all of that weight off you, and then you could go into it like with a clear head, clear mind, and like a vision. Kind of like your business. Like, I mean, I say all of that, and I'm giving all this advice, and I have that in my personal life. But business sense, I'm just in a fucking gray cloud, trying to do stuff, not getting it together. I guess that go with mental health, been stressing. I'm about to say a lot of ups, couple downs, but I mean, shit, that's life, right?
Fact.
I'm black in America.
Facts. And then physically, I'm getting back into it. I was like, that shit was like a 10 out of 10 a couple months ago, then fell off. Now I'm getting back into it. So physically, I'm probably, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably at a 7 right now. If I was to rate myself mentally, I'll probably rate myself mentally probably about a 5. Emotionally, I'm probably like a 1 or 2.
10 being highest, like
10
like
highest.
most
10
emotional?
like you're
Like
yeah
going
I'm
through
there.
it?
Yeah, no, 10 being like you're
Like you're at
perfect.
your best?
You're at your best.
Oh,
Prime
okay.
time.
Yeah, I was-
prime time. Yeah, no, yeah,
I was
prime
saying,
is 10. Yeah,
yeah.
prime 10. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So mentally,
mental health is 10.
yeah, so mentally I'm probably
Healthy
at a 5.
Mentally sound.
Yes, mentally sound. So mentally I'm probably at a 5. Emotionally I'm probably like at a 1 or 2. Physically I'm probably at like a 7. Yeah. So highs, I mean, I'm alive and living, you know? Like, I have nothing to complain about. I'm never gonna, like, dwell on my lows. Like, highs, everything is a high. Every day is a new day. It's a new test. I don't take losses. Everything is a lesson as long as I don't make that same mistake again. So, I'm totally, if I was to rate myself right now, I'm probably, like, even. Not too high, not too low. I'm probably
Neutral.
even. Yeah, I'm neutral right now.
Emotionally, I say, if we on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like at a 4.5. Life's been happening for me lately. I'm a single mom. My family being weird, like a lot of dysfunction, a lot of toxic stuff. So emotionally, I've been low-key toe up. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, it's been interesting. On top of me still recovering from surgery. My kids acting crazy, the puppy getting on my nerves, my baby daddy just stupid. You feel me? Like, my family just different. Like, it's just, emotionally, I'm at a 4. I even say 4. We ain't gonna get, say 4.5. Mentally, I say a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. Because I'm in a season kind of like Mike, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. I don't want to work a traditional 9 to 5. I got all these entrepreneurial goals I want to accomplish. I'm revamping a business. I'm starting another business, and I just finished my book. So that's releasing in the spring. Well, the fall, I should say. We're already in spring. On top, I want to relocate, but I don't have the support to do it. Everybody got an opinion. So I'm in a season of where, like, I hear everybody's voices except God's voice. So I'm trying to just get back into my word, refocus, remove toxic and negative behavior and, opinions. And I'm just trying to find my joy. So I'm on a journey right now. I'm just trying to get back to my joy. Physically, I'll say a 5 too. I'm recovering from surgery, so I'm just kind of, I guess I'm even too. I'm just up and down, pushing through though. So that's what's up with me.
I guess if we taking a,
So Ash,
Whoever want to go next.
You can flip 5 male female.
I damn near feel a little weird now. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for y'all if y'all need it, cause like I don't dwell on, and I don't know if it's a pro or a con, but I don't dwell on anything. So I'm like super detached. Like mentally, I'm doing great because I don't involve myself with much of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not tuned in to much except for my immediate surroundings for real, which, you know what I'm saying, take that with a grain of salt, because it's good for my mental health, but it's as bad as it sounds. Like, if I'm not around it, I'm not dealing with it. If nobody brings it to me, I don't know about it. So mentally, I'd have to say I'm probably at like an 8, you know what I'm saying? Physically, I'm probably on the decline. I ain't been working out like I should have, you know what I'm saying? I've been going a little bit of stress, but not negative. So we've been going through it with all of the changes in the now, in life, you know what I'm saying? We just bought a house, and we've been going through that process, so it's crazy, but we closed now, we got the crib, we got the kid, doing everything, you know what I'm saying, all of that, so all of that is good. Mentally, I'm good. Physically, I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? All of my ligaments work and all of my functions work to the best of my knowledge. So, I mean, I'm good. I can't really complain about anything that's serious. I feel great, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of shit going on, but like I said, I kind of know how to cut off. I just cut off, I'm detached. So that's not really a great thing, but it's good for me. You know?
Is that like the way you cope?
I wouldn't call it cope, because
protecting your pieces.
I was just about to say, yeah, that's my force field. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on, if people don't bring it to you, I don't go looking for nothing, you know what I'm saying? So if don't nobody tell me what they got going on, don't nobody want to specifically seek me out and let me know something about them, then I don't too much know it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not real big on the internet, my socials. I scroll sometimes when I'm at work type shit, but I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do, you know? I'm at that point where I'm 9 to 5 all day, all night anyway. I work nights, and then I have a side gig, and then I have a few ventures that I'm invested in that I'm trying to, and I know that's not the way to do it because I'm spreading myself thin.
right?
But
Maybe that's what I'm doing.
trying to figure out what I'm at that, you know what I'm saying, right over 30. Like,
Yeah,
you know
it's scary. 30 is a mug, man.
It's been real, but it's getting serious now. Like, I really got to figure out how I'm gonna maintain and, you know, keep smiles on my lady and my face simultaneously. Like, they have to coexist, you know what I'm saying? I'm not out here just to make me happy and she here too, or make her happy and I'm not with it. We both gotta meet somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But that's my main focus, and like I said, it sounds selfish, but
Not at all.
it's a weight off, you know what I'm saying? Thinking for everybody else to have you fucked up forever. Trying to put everybody else on before you stand up, I don't know, I let that shit go.
That's a good point. It's a great point.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I want to get to a point where I can help people up, but shit, I ain't up.
Right, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, you trying to get there first.
You gotta live with that. And that's really where I'm at. But I mean, aside from all of that, I feel amazing. You know.
It's dope.
It's
That's
happening.
dope. We love to hear it.
It's happening. I'm here for y'all though. I was about to say, anybody needs to holler at me? Pull me to the-
Nigga, I ain't depressed.
Right.
I mean, hey, I don't know what that look like. I done heard motherfuckers been depressed and seen them. I done been with people that then, you know, I seen them on Friday and shit. Monday it was a whole different story. Now it's a caption. You know what I'm saying? Because they was depressed. I don't know what that looked like. You know what I'm saying? Depressed look like happy sometimes. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess you got to extend that out that hand, like, yo, I'm here type deal. But I don't even know when to do that because, as you may know, being a man, it's like
we don't get into the depths of real life. What happens to us?
Yeah, that's kind of some second shit.
I'm not even gonna say physically because we can talk shit physically, but like mentally and emotionally, like us as men, like expressing that shit, we don't do it. And like me being an only child, I've always had to suppress and succumb to all of my emotions and my feelings because it's just been me. Like it's just been me.
I have one really like in tune emotional homie, and I think everybody like addresses it, but we come with the jokes immediately. You know what I'm saying? You come on some mental health shit, and we torching, but I mean we there. You know what I'm saying? We reach out like, all right, you know, if you need blah blah blah, but we got to get to these funnies real quick. And I don't know if that's the best approach to it. So like I said, I don't really know how to navigate that.
Right. Do you say, like when you said that, you said you guys don't let it out, it's because you didn't have anybody to really let it out to?
Yeah.
Do you still feel like that currently? You don't have anybody let it out? Or do you
No.
feel like it's not a safe space?
I definitely have people who I could let it out to, but it's just being that it's always been me. I don't want to bother. I don't want to be like a pain or a bother to anybody. So it's like I'm not saying that. I know if anybody, all my friends know they can come to me. I'm an open book. I'm gonna just hear you like people. I know I can come to you for sound advice, but for me, it's not. It takes a lot for me to do that. Have that for me, for myself.
Yeah.
Like I can be that for somebody. But it takes a
for
lot
yourself.
for me to do that. Just like, yo, just listen to me right quick.
And is
You know what I'm
that
saying?
because it's something you've always done?
Because it's something I've always done myself. Like,
Okay.
I listen
So-
to, it's weird, sound weird as hell. I've just given myself advice. That doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense.
You're not supposed to tell everybody,
You know
no
what I'm saying?
problem.
You know what I mean?
At this point,
Yeah,
you would
it's
have
definitely
to
not for everybody's ear.
be really intentional about changing that behavior. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like you're well aware of that. You know, so what would that look like for you? Like starting to express yourself to, sounds like your male friends.
Yes, because I'm not gonna put like a lot of like people's business out there, but just the conversation I was having, like I know like some of my friends, like we're going through things and the conversations in which that we've had. And it's like, I'm thinking, yo, we call ourselves boys, brothers, but like, man, we don't really know each other for real.
Maybe on the surface.
Like, we don't really know each other for real. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
it's not full transparency?
Even in depth.
it's not even
Yeah.
it's not even just the fact of like being fully transparent with each other. It's like when we get there, like what are we talking about? We talking about bottles and we talking about women. All right, you know what I'm saying?
For the most part.
Well, we kicking it in women. That's the level of our. And if those of you who have women, oh, yo, my girl, she tripping right now. You know what I'm saying? But we don't get into the depths of like, how is what's going on in your life or with your girl or at work or you want to do X, Y, and Z and it's not happening for you right now. We don't have those conversations with each other.
I mean,
Because-
Ashton, we have those.
I'm
I'm gonna
You know what I'm
say,
saying? We don't have those conversations.
friends.
Yeah,
We've been raised
Having a
in way
moment,
where
friend.
we not supposed to be telling all that, you know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be dumping that on people. And well, I mean, I actually don't, I say that's how we raised and I actually don't know, but how I can remember, it's like when you just figure it out. When you be a man, you feel me? You gotta figure it out. Cause ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. You have to go get it. You have to put in some type of work to get it done. And with that comes, like you said, not all the transparency. Even your closest friend, you don't know what's going on with 100%. Nobody tells people everything that's going on with them. So it's like you take that with a grain of salt. You just say, hey, we have a relationship based upon what we do.
Yeah.
And what we don't, you kind of can't concern yourself with. But when it's internal, if you want to build that trust, and you know what I'm saying, have that transparency with something, shit, you gotta just do it. It's never a right time. That's like they say, having a kid or something. It's never gonna be the right time. Like it's always more if you have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's because typically, if you're in the right mental space, you always looking to move forward. And if you have that mentality, it's never gonna be a right time, because where do you stop? Where do you stop? You have everything going for you, you know what I'm saying? Esco this, it's all Esco, everything Esco. We moving, we got the power, you know what I'm saying? You moving forward. So at what point is there an intermission where you could do a mental health check and then sit down?
Exactly, there is
and
no
talk
time.
To somebody? There definitely is time, but you don't.
I'm about to say, because I feel like there is time.
You don't give it that stamp. It doesn't have that type of importance in your mind, even though it means something. You're not giving it that type of power.
I got you.
You feel me? So it's like,
And it sounds like it wouldn't necessarily have that power innately if that's not behavior that is often executed.
I just think from the male perspective, it's more so like, hey, if you're not dying, go keep going. Fuck is you doing?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's so terrible.
That's how most men that I know operate. Is like, if it's not dire and immediate, stop.
Would you agree?
I'm gonna get like what he was talking about, like taking the time. Well, I'm gonna take the time to real life just sit and evaluate everything that's going on. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, in my mind, I'm thinking I don't have time for that. That shit ain't, I don't give a fuck about that shit right now. What's next as far as aligning wine, launching this, setting this up, setting this up, setting this. Fuck,
But that's
care less about the emotions.
That's a recipe for
Because
disaster.
you're good till you're not.
I'm good until I'm not.
Why would you want to
not.
crash before you realize, dang, I need to take a moment?
Right, but what I think is interesting though, like everything that you named here though, I can speak for myself and I can say, I could say for Niche too, like everything you just named there, like trying to get Esco off the ground and working, all that stuff, those are the same things that we deal with on a regular basis. But I will say that we make it a point and find time to address these things. I will call Niche, be like, I just need to cry real quick.
And I'd be like, okay, boo.
But it's also because we got other shit to do.
Yeah.
She got 2 kids, I got 1. We have to continue to check these things off. So sometimes that becomes therapeutic in the moment because, all right, I gotta go pick up my daughter at 2:45. I need to get this shit off my chest before I go pick her up so I can check myself so I'm not giving that energy off to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I also think because it's not something that y'all readily do, of course you're gonna say I don't have the time, but like for us, I'm a communicator too. I cannot hold on to stuff I used to. I used to do it all the time and I've learned that I can't anymore. So I have to be intentional about like, all right, I just need to talk real quick, you know?
It's taught that is acceptable for you guys. For females, you know what I'm saying? It's taught that is acceptable. Y'all take that.
But it's not though.
Get that shit.
Not really.
No,
I'm about to say, depending on who you talking to.
I was about to say,
okay, 'cause
women typically are known to get it out, get it off you, and then keep going. Now, not that it's the best process, but y'all supposed to just get it out and then keep it moving.
Yeah.
Us, on the other hand, what is getting it out for? Like a phrase that I run with to this day. That's my is like, crying just make your face wet. What the fuck I'ma cry for? Like, what I'ma? Oh, I just need to let this out. Oh, this is. Fuck out of here.
I advocate for crying.
That's what I'm saying though. It might be
Cry
some cool,
if you need
it
to.
might be some cool shit to do, but I mean, now that I'm here in my life, I see sad shit and I be like, damn, that's sad. And my lady is, like, what? I'm like, no, I was serious. I was sincere.
So she's never
what I'm
seen
saying?
you cry?
Yeah, no, she's seen me cry. I mean, I've had like traumatic experiences with her, like, so she's seen me cry, but I mean, out of like 5 years, it may have been twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I cry, my eyes been open too long or something.
Like emotions and expressing emotions for men is different because we are raised to not show emotions.
Yeah.
A little boy falls, he scrapes his knee, he
like,
starts
"Get your
crying. Boy,
ass
shut
up."
up. Like, stop crying.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Get up, stop crying, but yet let a little girl do that. Oh, come here, and
too
she's
real.
coddled. Like expressing emotions. Like, what does that look like? Because in one instance, if a man is seen of being too emotional, let's be honest, he's looked in a certain way. Like, yeah, if we're gonna keep it real, we're gonna keep it real. If a man is too emotional, people look at him as being gay. You know what I'm saying?
Or not
He's-
even.
Or not even.
I was
That's,
about to say, but it's not alpha male activity.
yeah. So it's like where is the thin line between showing emotional but still having this, I can take anything that's happened to me.
And I think
where's
what's interesting
where's that thin line?
about that too is that how it transcends into a relationship where we want y'all to be a little bit more
Yeah,
emotional.
like, please
but
let
y'all
me in.
not.
I really don't though.
Yes, no, I need you to communicate. Please tell me what's wrong.
So this is the thing. Yeah.
Like, let me in.
You're that way until you draw an issue. When you have an issue, then that's ammunition to tear that man apart.
I've personally never done that, though. I've
Yeah,
never been
but
like,
it's
oh,
not
you a
right.
bitch, wipe them tears.
Women be like, oh, I'm here for you. You can tell me this, and then this, and that, and until they mad at you, and it's like, bitch, ass nigga, you was just crying.
Nah.
See, if I
I'm
say
sorry,
that,
I
I
don't know who hurt
genuinely
you,
mean that.
but that's not
and
my
too,
MO.
now, for me, I'm raising a son, so
I've seen
he's the type of kid to where I see him growing into a type of man where he's just haughty and he carry everything. That terrifies the shit out of me. I'm like, please tell me what's wrong. If you need to cry, let it out. Now I'm like trying to get him in therapy because I don't need you going into your teenage and young adulthood not expressing how you feel, because that can turn into anger. That's gonna carry over into your relationships. But me knowing that all my life I struggled with communicating, I didn't have an outlet, and I needed an outlet, and nobody took the time to understand, like, dang, she going through something, she needs somebody to talk to. I was a misunderstood kid. That's what I call it. I was just misunderstood. So now I'm able to identify those same stressors in my son. Like, his dad's not active in his life. And when his dad do pop in and out, like, I'm starting to see those behaviors. I'm like, no, I need him to let me, like, he just be like, yeah, I'm cool. And I cannot, and it scares me, like, he will just shut down. I do not want to raise no son like that.
I don't have kids. I can't really speak to that. You know what I'm saying?
But just the whole emotional and not letting people in, like, he already at an age where I feel like I'm starting to catch it. Maybe I'm just in the nick of time.
Therapy. What you said about therapy, I believe in that. I feel like I want to get therapy because I'm pretty fucked up. I think
everybody fucked up to some extent.
I think I'm fucked up
Like
in the
everybody
head a
needs therapy.
bit.
I don't care how old you are. You could be 60, 70.
I think that's
He
some of
about
the
to
coolest shit ever
13,
because, like you said, it's not your personal, because that's all it really boiled down to in my mind. I was about to say, when I'm thinking about it, it's like, I gotta protect myself. If I tell you, cause if we intimate and I'm fucking with you and or we have this rapport where it's just an intimate, cool, it doesn't have, like, not a physical, not a sexual, not a sensual, it just my information, my vulnerability. If I'm giving you
trust.
my vulnerability, that could be used to harm me. In my
even
mind,
for us too.
in my mind, you know what I'm saying? If I'm sharing this with you, this could come back and bite me all right in my ass. So us being close kind of deters me from that, because that's the only boundary, that's the barrier, that's the currency, is us having a close relationship. Therapy removes all of that, because I am paying you for this service. I am buying your silence and also getting this off of me. You know what I'm saying? So I personally think, because that's the way society's set up, it's all about monetary gain for real. So in that aspect, I think everybody should do it. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, if it's affordable, if it's feasible, yeah. Go for it.
For therapy. I've been in therapy almost 2 years.
I never been,
Awesome.
and I've been on the ropes about going. Like I'm all for it, but you know, it's just.
I'm telling
just
you,
make a decision one
You're
day.
gonna feel so liberated. I be looking forward to my therapy sessions. I got therapy
First time
today.
I went to therapy, walked on in there. She's like, "All right, Ashley, so sit down. Tell me what's going on." I'm like, just all of
And
it.
they just listen.
And
see,
I didn't even realize it was going. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Just, literally, she said, "Tell me what's going on." If the waterworks, I was carrying so much.
But see, I don't really feel like I'm going through that though. Like I just like I said, I'm just off a bit. I know I'm a bit fucked up in the head
But
from
I think that
my
sometimes you just also
non-traditional
keep going
view.
and going, and you're not even really focused on it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because you're so busy taking care of A, B, C, D, you don't have time, make the time to sit down and, all right, let me do some self-inventory.
I wonder
You know
what it
I'm saying?
would. I wonder what that would look like. Though. Like I don't know. That'd be dope.
should try it.
I am going to. I'm definitely
just make
going
it
to.
science. Just
I'm
try it
definitely
out.
going to. I would say
Yourself.
independent study.
We
Yeah.
healing.
You know?
We growing
For
now.
sure.
We healing from
I
everything.
recommend it. I think everybody should though, for real.
absolutely.
Because like I said, I mean, it makes sense from a logical standpoint. Somebody who you don't know hearing your problems. I often joke about that when I'm doing feet. I be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a therapist. You know what I'm saying? They just come with a foot rub.
Yeah.
For real. Tell me about it because I don't really know these people.
Yeah.
But you're paying me for a service.
Right.
And while we're here, we're occupying this time. Let that shit
Even
out.
my wax lady, when she be waxing me down there, she be my therapy. She be like, "Tell me what's going on, girl." I be like, "Girl, let me tell you, trip." I be like, "Oh."
Like when you get your hair done, your
Everything,
nails done, your
yeah,
waxes,
it's all
of that.
a form of therapy,
Yeah.
self-care.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I definitely,
Yeah, no,
I'm
definitely
for
part
it.
of self care. I go for it.
Yeah.
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 Go to therapy, mate.
Oh my
What
God.
about you, Sean?
Oh my
What
God.
you think about therapy?
Go to therapy, Sean Scott.
Sean
Kitchen talk is my therapy.
It's your once a month session.
Kitchen talk, like real life kitchen talk is my, because as far as like really entrusting somebody, yes, I have platonic women in my life who I can communicate with, but it's like, if I'm gonna entrust you to do that, I'd rather do that with a woman who I'm gonna be intimate with. This is just me thinking. I'd rather do that with a woman that I'm going to be intimate. When I say intimate, I don't just mean just having sex with. I mean the woman who I'm gonna be with, because I want her to be that person. So it's like, damn, do I really want to take the time? This is just me thinking. I could be wrong. Oh well. Do I really want to waste the time of a woman who I ain't even gonna be doing nothing with just to talk?
Am I the only one in a serious relationship here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, from a person being in a dead serious relationship,
I'm trying to get like you, Mike.
that grass looks green. No. Listen.
You gonna clean that up real quick?
Don't get me wrong. My relationship is dope. I love it, and it's made me a better person. I don't recommend this shit to nobody.
What?
It is draining, yo.
Of course, it's work.
No, fuck that. The work is different. Work is different. What I'm trying to tell you is that's an optical illusion, bro. The grass just look greener over here.
Nah, we know it ain't that
The-
green
the-
on the other
the
side.
grass
We've been
look-
there.
the-
We all been on the other side.
No, I'm talking about
man.
about this specific topic. You want to share all of this. You don't want to you don't want to release that. You don't want to unscrew that cap on your life partner. You actually want to, it's the total opposite. And it's just my opinion, like I said, my way of thinking. You probably want to get that shit off on a random.
Wow.
Nah.
But why though? Maybe you be able to share that though with the person you sleeping with every night.
You should be able to,
It's a way to communicate once
you should be able to address it with the person that you're gonna be with. You should be able to facilitate how you're going to move forward with it. You don't want to figure it out with that person, because if we're being completely honest,
We are.
we don't know that the scariest part is you don't know the mental state or stability of the person you're dealing with in any relationship.
That's true.
I mean, I can hear what you're saying about figuring it out. That part. I think having worked through and processed all of that and sharing that with somebody, I think
you
that's
know what?
important.
I can agree, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the past relationship I was in, he was like, I messed up. I'm like, okay, this is it for everything. I got you. But when that shit started to unload on me, I ran. I could not handle it. And he was like, that's the worst thing you could have did because you told me you would be here forever.
But
and you couldn't handle it. I said, well, shit, I didn't know it would look like that.
And that's what and that's
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying. And that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
because there's no real way to pass blame there. You have to be able to be accountable because he told you, hey, I'm fucked up.
That shit was
and
heavy.
And you was like, I can deal with it.
Yeah, that's
Because I love you.
And
yeah, and I could
all
not.
that.
I was the opposite.
And you made a promise in a state of being happy. They say don't
Yeah.
make threats when you angry. Don't make promises when you happy.
Man.
That shit go hand in hand.
swear.
You was in love with that man, and you was like, I'm here for you, whatever it is. It's that. And that man was like, listen here, I set cats on fire. That's just my thing. That's the shit I do. And you like, that's sick, and I can't be around that. And he like, wait, but you told me you was gonna. Now he more fucked
Now
up.
you got
and it's not
Yeah.
necessarily your fault,
Yeah,
but
it's both
you
our
helped.
fault. It's both our fault.
No, I'm saying it's
I feel
not.
like-
It's not your fault specifically, but you helped.
Yeah.
Now I'm more fucked up, and I don't have anybody to blame, but I have somebody to lean on.
So I
It was-
thought.
Yeah, it was tough. Like I think we both still traumatized and still trying to pull back the layers because
It'd be
that
so
shit was
much.
heavy.
It'd be so much. It'd be so
I
much.
said, well, you didn't say it was gonna be like this.
You
Well,
never know what people going through. Like real shit. You never know what people going
Baby.
through in its
I
entirety.
saw Satan a little bit. Like
You-
the shit was heavy.
And I don't think you should. I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy not to know 100% because nobody goes through life thinking like with the exact same mentality. So something that you see that may be cool, you see not that acceptable. I'm not with that shit. But if we're dealing with each other, you kind of got to meet, you know what I'm saying? It's a compromise. All right, okay, I can meet you here. And then you find yourself not being yourself. I don't think you should do that with your forever person. I think you kind
don't do
of,
that.
I think you kind of need to figure some shit out. You don't have to be perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. I'm not good yet. And I started this journey fucking 5 years ago with this woman. You see what I'm saying? It's like, but I knew a lot about me. I learned a lot about me leading up to this. You know what I'm saying? And it's a forever process, but
It should get easier.
if I didn't know that shit that I knew prior to her, I wouldn't get here. You know what I'm saying? So I think you gotta most of all be honest with yourself. You can lie to everybody all you want, as long as you're honest with yourself. As long as you know what's going on with you. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm fucked up in the head a bit. I know that, but it's more good to me, and it's more good to be done, and it's more, you know what I'm saying? There's more positivity in my story, and I feel like that's enough to make it. You know what I'm saying? A sin, it can actually get good, get better. Actually, it's good. It can get better. But you have to know that it could definitely get worse. You know what I'm saying? So
That's the truth.
I don't know that. Like I said, this can't, because I'm a carefree my bad. I'm a carefree person. You know what I'm saying? I don't do a whole lot of,
The movies, mics.
I don't do a whole lot of, I'm not big on compassion. I'm not big on empathy and all of that shit. But what I am,
He said all that shit.
what I am with is trying to understand. I be with the shits. I can try to work some shit out with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's any of my friends. That's you. Y'all could come to me and say, yo, let me bounce this off of you. And I can either shut the fuck up and listen. I talk a lot. I can either give you some feedback, or I could just, hey, I don't really need you to say nothing. I just need to get this off. And I'm there, I'm with it, but I gotta know in advance, because I'm always gonna lead with talking a lot. I know that about me. I try to let people know that about me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it all comes back around to knowing yourself. And this relationship shit, whew.
So weak.
I'm telling you,
Sean,
man.
stop.
It's lovely. It's a beautiful disaster, dog.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all of you out there, protect your peace, trust your process, find somebody, platonic, a platonic woman
Women
that you can
platonic.
get that off. You know, women
Well.
find that platonic male, you can get that off. You
That
know?
don't mean ugly.
But
Just-
I was about to say an ogre.
Just somebody you don't. Just somebody you're not trying to fuck.
Yeah.
But yes,
No
please,
sexual advice.
please, take care of your mental health. Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Take care of yourself by any means necessary. There's no right process for us all. Do what you need to do to get yourself right. So with that being said, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. YouTube.com/ReflectionsTV. I appreciate y'all, being my mental health, getting that shit off
We
my
healing
chest.
all 2021.
You know what I'm saying?
Healing. We are
And
grown.
beyond.
I got
And beyond.
all
Absolutely.
night.
Facts. And we out. Yeah.